Hi everybody, welcome back to Central Valley Talk Live. It is just after 3:15 on this Wednesday. We've made it to Hump Day. I'm Austin Reed. Thanks for joining us. Connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Austin Reed on Air. Super excited for our next guest. And I always say we save the best for last here at Central Valley Talk.
Well, thank
it
you.
seems like it always happens that way. And joining us live in our Tower District studios today, give it up for James Grant. Hello, my friend.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello, Oscar.
How you doing, brother?
Fine, fine. And glad to be here.
Well, we are glad to have you. This is, so you've got a new program.
Right.
And you're with Awareness Consultants. Let's start with your story. Are you from Fresno, or I want to hear more about you?
Well, no, I'm not from Fresno, but I have taught for the last 30 years at West Hills Community College in Kalinga.
Oh, yeah. Good school.
Yeah, and I'm still teaching there now. And what happened was about 20 years ago, I was contemplating on quitting teaching.
Okay.
And I'd taken 2 days to think about it. And the first day I really thought, and then the second day I got mad. And I said, no, I'm not going to let these students run me out of the classroom. I love teaching, so I got to come up with something to take care of all of this. And this is when I came up with 4 steps to student success and culture diversity. But there are 4 steps. The first step is self-awareness. The next one is feelings. The next one is value. And the top step is decision-making. Now, what I came up with goes under the first step, self-awareness. I came up with something called a journal of friends.
All right.
And I thought about it now, how can I make this work? Because as a teacher and instructor, I was tired of the kids with low self-esteem, no self-esteem, no motivation, didn't care. Hey, what's your plans for the future? Oh, I'm just living day to day. And so that's the first part. Now, the second part, you will be able to relate to from junior high to high school, the cliques.
Yes.
Yeah. The cliques. You got cliques, and then in the back.
It's worse. I feel like it's worse in middle school. It was bad for me in middle school.
Right. Well, for everyone, I think, in middle school.
Yeah, right.
And then after that, you got the loner that comes in, and most of the time the loner is an A or B student, but they come in, sit down, and don't communicate with anybody, and they leave. Then after that, you got the bully.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So in that respect, over the years, nothing has changed, and so I said, I got to come up with something to change all of this. So this is when I came up with the Journal of Friends. Now, I'll just give you a little bit of how it works. Every day you come to class, at least 2 or 3 days a week, you have to sit with someone new.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, you have to sit with someone new. And after the 10 minutes is up, you continue to sit there. Yeah, you sit there for the whole period.
All right.
Yeah. Now, let's think about the bully. Because the bully usually picks on people that don't know him. But all of a sudden, all the classmates know the bully. The bully knows all the classmates. Yeah. What about the loner? All of a sudden, the loner has to communicate with everyone in class. So I did this for the whole semester, and then I let my students do my personal evaluation at the end about the class.
Okay.
So usually I'm not scared, because usually I'll turn my grades in, and then 2 days later I'll go look at the evaluations. But Austin, I was scared to death to look at these, because this was the first time I'd ever done this activity 20 years ago.
Right.
And I said, oh no. I waited a whole week, and I said, oh, you got to look. Go ahead and look. So I went ahead and looked. I was shocked. Out of 5 classes, I didn't have 1 negative evaluation.
Wow.
All of them were positive.
Huh.
Yeah, now it just blew my mind.
Yeah.
I'll give you a few of the comments. The Journal of Friends helped me come out of my comfort zone. The Journal of Friends helped me to learn how to communicate with people better. I didn't know that I could communicate with somebody that wasn't a friend of mine. Yeah, I didn't know that I could communicate with people of different races, and I found out sometimes we had something in common. Yeah, you know. And then this one girl who had been at the college for 2 years, and this was her last semester, she said that this was the only class she had ever taken where about all the students had to communicate with each other. And she said out of this, she made 3 true friends, and they still communicate and keep in contact with each other. Well, I have, high school students in there too, and plus I teach high school students in the summertime. So the high school students at the end, oh, Mr. Grant, you need to get this to the high school now because we need this bad, And then after that, I'll have some 9th graders. And this one 9th grader said, I just left junior high, and junior high was a living hell for me. If I'd have had this, my life would have been much more easier. So please speak to some of, the principal at the junior high. And so, well, now, I have been working to perfect this for about, let's say, 15 years. Now I finally have it to where I want it, and this is the reason why it's now a program. Now, I want to share each step with you to let you know what happens at each step. Now, step 1 is self-awareness. This is the foundation step here. So, the first thing we want to do is help students build self-esteem. We also want to help them build self-confidence. We also want to get them believing in themselves and loving themselves. You would be surprised in the last 10 years of all the students, I didn't know I was supposed to love myself. I am. Yeah. And the last thing in this stage is we want to continue to give them materials so that they can keep on improving on themselves. Then we go to feelings. And I know what you're saying. Ain't nobody going to talk about their feelings. And I know.
I like talking about my feelings. Mike Briggs has to deal with me on a daily basis. But it does help to get it out. Right.
But see, these are students, and a lot of times I have reentry students, adults in the class. And when it comes to this one here, I do not force them to communicate about their feelings. What happens is that after we go through about 6 activities under feelings, and then these activities after that, I still don't force them, but they'll do an activity, and then this person say, this happened to me, and blah, 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 and another person, and then all of a sudden, here we go. So, under feelings, the first thing the program wants to do is get the students to understand their feelings, and then learn to share their feelings. Now, not with everyone, but people that are close to you, and then learn how to listen. Yeah, learn how to listen. And then the 4th thing is to learn how to communicate effectively with others. Because not only the students, but grown-ups too, listening and communicating effectively.
Just ask my wife. It is so important. We've got just a few minutes left. I wanted to ask you, thinking, say, a year from now with this program, where do you want it to be?
I want it to be, a year from now, I'd like for it to be national. Yeah.
Okay.
Right now, I want to work on the state of California, starting here at home and then branching out to Southern California, Northern California. But in a year, I want it to be national.
You have big aspirations.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're seeing the results.
Yeah. For 20 years, I've seen the results. And it's just amazing the things that the students, realize. But that first stage is the biggest one, awareness, because the students a lot of times are not aware. Oh, I didn't know I could be somebody. Yeah, see, yeah.
Wow. Freaking amazing. If somebody's watching today or on our replay, and maybe they have some questions, more questions for you, or they want to figure out how they can implement this, can they reach out?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
They can email me at james@4stepstoStudentSuccess.com. That's my email, and I'll be glad to communicate with you.
I'd love for you to come back in 6 months from now. We'll do a follow-up.
Okay.
You know,
sounds good.
Oh, what would be cool is if maybe you could bring one of your students.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and maybe you know, just
Right, yeah.
to get their kind of take on it.
Okay, yeah.
Because and I would also like to mention too, you know, right now in the state of America, right? There's so much negativity. We have to come together. You know, it's fine being friends with a different political party member.
Right.
You know, who cares?
Yeah, thank you.
but it's just become so divisive, and then now we're seeing, you know, these kids that are bullied, and now they're going and shooting up schools and killing elementary students.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are just one way that you're trying to make things better.
Yes.
So thank you so much.
Thank you, Austin.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Okay.
Connect with James again. The website. Tell us your website.
It's my website is 4stepstoStudentSuccess.com. But right now, I'm getting a makeover. So in about 3 weeks, you can connect to it. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you again.
Okay.
We'll see you soon, okay?
Okay.
All
Take
right.
care.
Check it out, everybody. I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We will be back tomorrow with our Thursday edition.